Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm from Group 7 and I'm gonna present about current environmental issue, the effect of oil spills toward ocean environment. So I'm gonna talk about the introduction of oil spill. Oil spill is the leakage of petroleum onto the surface of a large body of water. Oceanic oil spill have become a major environmental problem as a result of intensified petroleum exploration and production on the continental shelf. Spectacular oil spill from wrecked or damaged supertankers are one of the causes of the oil spill. The release of used gasoline, solvent, and crankcase lubricant by industry and the individuals. Next, I'm going to talk about what causes an oil spill. Firstly, natural causes include oil that seeps from the ocean floor and into the marine environment. Natural processes involving organic matter from dead creatures produce crude oil over lengthy periods of time. Thus, oil exists in many places or can be spontaneously spilled due to a variety of circumstances, such as disintegrating sedimentary rock from the ocean bottom. Next is anthropogenic causes, accidental oil spill, as well as leaks and spills caused by a wide range of human activity associated with crude oil refining, handling and transport, storage and use of crude oil and any of its distilled products. Then I'm going to talk about the effect of oil spill. Toward aquatic creatures, oil on ocean surface is harmful to many forms of aquatic life because it prevents sufficient amount of sunlight from penetrating the surface. It also reduces the level of dissolved oxygen. Crude oil ruins the insulating and waterproofing properties of feather and fur, and thus oil-coated bird and marine mammal may die from hypothermia. Ingested oil can be toxic to affected animal and damage to the habitat and reproductive rate may slow the long-term recovery of animal population from the short-term damage caused by the spill itself. Effect of oil spill towards the environment, which is microplastic. Oil spill enhance the depression of microplastic in the seawater and sand at coastal beachhead. Following oil spill, the oil droplets could interact with the suspended particulate naturally present in the ocean to form oil suspended particulate matter agglomerates. When oil spill happens, the oil drops and microplastic particles combine and then form a large frozen object. They then get washed up on the shore easier due to it having a large mass and it stays afloat on the surface of water that can be brought to the shore by the ocean current. This not only portrays a larger hazard to the marine environment, but it will also litter our shoreline. Ways to prevent oil spill. Firstly is boaters. Boaters need to don't overfill fuel tanks. Only fill them to 90% capacity to avoid spill. All boats with inboard engine should have all absorbent pads in their boats. To lessen the risk of sinking, examining through hull fitting on a regular basis. Used oil and filter should be recycled. Secondly is skimming. Skimming is a method in which two boats tow a collection of boom, temporarily spill oil inside, which is subsequently collected up by a skimmer, designed to remove oil off the surface of the affected water in order to prevent it from reaching vulnerable areas along a shoreline. The oil will subsequently be transported into a collection tank, which is normally located on a boat by skimmers of various varieties. The act of skimming will undoubtedly result in the collection of some seawater. As a result, gallons of oil-water combination will be used to describe the volume of oil extracted using the skimming method. Last but not least is sorbent. Sorbent is a kind of sponge that can be placed over the oil spill surface to absorb the oil from the surface. This method of sorbent is hay, peat, moss, straw or vermiculite. Sorbent are most often used to remove finer traces of oil on an area that cannot be reached by skimmers. The advantage is the oil can be recovered and this prevents wastage and further pollution.
These are images of the once pristine turquoise waters of Mauritius, now stained black as oil spreads into the Indian Ocean. On July 25th, a Japanese tanker carrying nearly 4,000 tons of fuel was on its way to Brazil from China when it struck the reef on the southeast coast of the island. The ship has since leaked an estimated 1,000 tons of oil.
So that has spread throughout the coast of Mauritius, right from the southeast now, and it's moving towards the eastern part. And it has most of it damaged more than 15 kilometers of shoreline.
The spill has created an ecological disaster, endangering marine life and forcing the island nation to declare a state of environmental emergency. On top of that, many worry this will negatively impact its already fragile economy, since Mauritius relies heavily on its waters for fishing and tourism.
In conclusion, oil can be defined as the spillage of petroleum onto a vast body of water surface. There are two major sources of oil spill. It is included due to the natural causes or anthropogenic causes. It is harmful to many aquatic life. It prevents enough sunlight from accessing the surface, diminishes the soft oxygen level, and damages the environment of marine life. Ways that we can do to avoid oil spill is that the boaters should take several steps prevention and practicing skimming. This is the reference we got from the research about oil spilling. That's all from us. Thank you.